dogs in this game.
Yeah.
We saw that script. And so what do they need to be able to 5-man a lot sooner. The Secret will take fights against you. You can't just get the pace pushed that quickly. You have to play faster this game if you want to win as EG. And if you're Secret, and just do Secret things. It's clearly been working out for you. They haven't dropped a game in their last...
5 seconds.
I believe they haven't lost their last like 20 games or something.
I do feel like you were on point with the Pugna, right? Because Leshrac is very similar to a Pugna in a lot of regards. Magic damage, so it's going to be good versus a lot of these cores. The thing is, I think Pugna would not be as good against the PL. Leshrac is very good against.
There's a time period though where PL gets hard and he doesn't play that much.
Yeah, for sure. We don't want to go late game unless we have a mega big advantage.
Man. Can they break the Secret streak of I don't even know if it's a lot though. Let's do it, guys. Mighty Duck style for Emilio Estevez.
Or Emilio. Even though he's not dead.
His career is. Okay, so they're gonna smoke up, try to figure out the lanes as fast as possible. This is usually what this denotes. If you get a kill, great, but most of the time you're just trying to figure out where everyone is going.
Yeah, you could see they're very spread out. Meanwhile, Team Secret are actually...
They're conga lined up.
They are doing the V formation right now.
Oh, maybe they were the Ducks.
They were the Ducks. You backed the wrong team.
I backed the wrong team.
Okay. Gonna go with this gank, boys. Are we gonna go down through the ancient area up into the bounty area? That's always a sneaky surprise. And they've got one of the better heroes to be able to catch somebody in this first blood with us. They're going to lead things off. Crit is hiding in the trees, though. Smoke pops for Puppy. Spotting Crit now. And Ice Sharp block? No. Eats through the trees. Good play by Crit. Secret smoke.
Oh, man.
Will fail.
Yapsor wouldn't miss those ice shards.
Uproot and after them.
Okay. They figured out the lanes themselves, too.
Why do you think Yapsor is playing the Jakiro?
I have no idea.
Just because it's going to get more farm? Well, Crit just saw that ward placed.
Yeah, it's going to get more farm, but it's still Jakiro. I guess he's more useful in this game with farm, but still interesting.
Gold and seeds of fortune.
Is he going to pick up the first bounty rune? Right-click out this Tide, who... Bada takes a lot of damage here. He's got to be careful.
Yeah, the Orb of Venom. Great for these situations when you have the guaranteed harassment. Puppy will TP to the bottom lane to make this lane a bit easier for the Tidehunter. After all, he's going up against a Lifestealer. This is not a fun matchup for the Tidehunter, despite it being a melee hero and everything, and maybe you can cleanse off the open wounds and everything. The Lifestealer is still very dangerous. You're a big old watermelon. Lifestealers love watermelon.
Oh, we're actually going to get a Sumail mid, by the way, versus mid one.
Nice. That makes sense, though, because we couldn't really have this Leshrac in a side lane. He wants the solo experience, and it matches up well against the Phantom Lancer, right? I mean, it used to, back when Leshrac was the thing.
I'm sure it's fine, honestly. Yeah. When it comes to last hits, though, mid one yet to miss... Actually, I think he missed... Mid one has missed one. Yeah, Sumail's going to get pushed back a little bit.
Meanwhile, we do have a duel versus duel lane here with the Slardar and Dragonite matchup against the Jakiro and Ursa. They're going to go for a kill here, trying to threaten Crit as much as possible. Ace is going to turn against Fear, fight against him. The wounds, too hard for evil geniuses to fight into.
Yeah, and Fear opting to go for stun level 1. You've got to stop the aggression. Just maybe get some levels. I don't think they wanted to put the Leshrac against this. They felt like Sumail was better served in this mid lane. The Dragonite does not do very well against the PL. The PL just more or less free farms, but at least the Leshrac has some kill potential. At some point anyways.
Yeah. Crit chased away for the 2-minute rune, so Crit is just going to go for the other 2-minute bounty run. Get something out of it.
A soldier's fortune. Off with you.
Mid one actually challenging Sumail here. Doesn't take much for Sumail to be forced back. He does have a healing salve though.
The Absol though.
They're going to be able to get a little
Invis.
extra damage out of that healing salve as it gets canceled.
He's waiting for him to go on the low
Gonna
ground.
try and go for the kill onto Ace here. Managed to get the stun onto him.
In mid.
And they might just be able to kill, and at the same time, they are going to be able to go for the kill. Nice! Stun out! Turned it around! He may die, but a huge win as he kills the Phantom Lancer first. So Evil Geniuses walk away with a 2-1 lead, got first blood, and got the trade-off in mid.
Oh man. Mid one was trying to bait that, but he was just a little bit too low, gets caught out by the stun. He Phantom rushes onto the Leshrac thinking this was going to be an easy one, but Sumail, 2 levels in the Lightning Storm, easy kill for him. That was not good for Secret at all.
That always feels bad when you use mana to try and get CS and it gets denied anyway.
Yeah.
Ace wants to make sure that Dragonite is shut down. He's got to get vengeance for his death earlier after he was left alone by the Jakiro. Ended up going down, and this is supposed to be a lane that they win.
That move had like a huge ripple effect. Yapstar leaves it, which gets Ace killed, and Yapstar's movement mid gets mid one killed, surprisingly. Like mid one only commits to that because the Jakiro's there.
Look at this Lifestealer just beating back these heroes, just free harassment. Be even worse once he picks up those phase boots and has a movement advantage.
I would imagine that Puppy wants to try to get a kill on mid though.
Yeah.
That has to be the lane that he wants to try to target next.
But just the fact that he can't really threaten bottom lane too much, and top lane seems like a hard lane for him to gank as well. It feels like his rotations are going to be fairly obvious.
I'm surprised that the top lane is a hard gank. It's dual melee against
And
a
Ursa.
Dragon Knight, yeah. I figured the Dragon Knight would struggle a lot more in this lane, but 1-1-1 skill build, anytime Ace tries to get aggressive, he just gets stunned up by the DK.
Doppelganger forced out. Lightning not going to land on mid one though. He's thankful for that because he is feeling the pressure of an over-leveled Leshrac spamming nukes at him.
Yeah, Lesh is gonna hit 6.
Look at him,
Pretty
he's
reasonable.
double mango? No, only pops 1 mango.
Nobody
but-
goes clarities anymore, huh?
Max efficiency with the null talisman drop.
You get 175 mana for value. I was gonna take some damage though from mid one, who has ferried himself out some raindrops to try to make it stop.
Sumail has done the same though. You can eat that last tango or clarity or whatever and pop in the raindrops. Pop it like it's hot. Dragon, Jakiro is actually going to come into the mid lane. They're going to try and bring in Misery to help out. Actually, the Lightning is going to be able to turn things around. Fortunately, the Raindrops is there to protect mid one, but Sumail is out of mana to be able to go for this kill. Misery is going to try and hit him uphill. Does land a couple of hits, but there is going to be a magic wand just in case the Orb of Venom finished off him. So
That's a lot of heroes though that they committed for this.
yeah. And, well, they both have shrines, actually.
They're trying real hard right now to shut down Sumail, but Sumail's just turning it around. Misery with a nice rotation to stop that entirely in his tracks.
He's going to get a bottle. And looks like he's going to get the bounty rune. I thought maybe he was going to go gank top real quick.
Nah, they see the arcane rune. He's gonna run for that. It's one of the better ones to get. After though in this mid lane, hitting Misery quite a bit, getting him a little bit lower, but not softening him up for anything as the Tusk is starting to make his rotation in with that ward, but does not want to make a move onto that Leshrac, who's got a lot of HP, as Ace is forced out of this top lane again, despite the dual melee lane. This is a lane that Fear is shining in right now, honestly. You got 23 CS to the 31 of Ace. As an offlane Dragon Knight, you are more than happy about that. Puppy, though, is going to make the long rotation around. The stun's going to fly Misery with the TP.
We're going to see if Craig can actually keep up here. Misery is going to be able to block in. Ace, go for the stun, lands it, block him in a little bit more, and Ace, without his level 6, has no way of survival. Evil Geniuses get another big kill. This Ursa could not afford to be slowed down like this.
And it comes back to the fact that they're trying so hard to do something about this mid lane. Sumail, part of the reason why he went away from this off lane was, or away from the mid lane was because he felt like he was getting tri-lane mid every game, but this time around, it's not going to stop it as Misery.
Snowball onto Misery is going to try and get into the trees. He has no TP for quite some time, so there's no real way for him to escape this entirely. Does look like the Slaughter is going to die as well, so
Nice pickup for Ace. He needed something like that.
yeah.
His game was not being enabled, and in mid lane, Sumail making the dive, going to get the lightning, but
Oh, the lightning actually gets dodged there by the
Nice.
doppelganger.
probably would have been a kill. Really good timing by mid one.
Yeah, well. There's Arteezy with his phase boots. We haven't really talked too much about the bottom lane, but Tidehunter, no surprise, is really feeling the pain of a Lifestealer. Level 4, level 5 now, actually, compared to the level 7 of a Lifestealer. Kind of how this lane is supposed to go.
And right now, as crazy as it is, I think Secret are just getting like individually outplayed a little bit. They're putting a lot of pressure on all three cores, everybody on the side of EG. We talked about their greedy style. Well, it's working right now. Everybody's getting farm.
And would you say, is there something specifically they've done to enable that? Like, do you think that they put an extra effort into getting a strong laning phase?
I think it's mainly because they can't pressure. It's not easy for them to pressure into the lanes. Like with the heroes that they have. Like Yapsor playing Jakiro, not a hero that we see him play often. He normally plays these Tusks or Earth Shakers where he can go around the map and pick up kills for his team. Like he's setting up for stuff. But in a game like this, hasn't been able to have like that same impact where he's playing very quickly. He normally does. And so that's speeding, or he's slowing down the game for the rest of his team as a result. He's prioritizing getting his own farm. He's level 6, sure, but there's still a Jakiro, which means that EG is getting more aggressive around the map. But this is kind of, I think,
Good ward placement.
I think this is a play that they want to make. As weird as that sounds.
Missing another Ice Shards here. They have the Jakiro TP into the trees, who hasn't shown himself just yet. But Fear is getting so much damage on this tower so far. And Sumail actually runs down mid one thanks to a haste rune. Big pickup. Misery immediately abandons pressuring top lane and goes mid to see if they can finish off this mid tier 1 tower. Not only is Evil Geniuses 3k gold up by 9.5 minutes in, but they're about to jump that lead even further with these towers they're going to take.
And we've already talked about in our previous cast how much this mid tower makes a difference. And if you want my real opinion, this PL getting solo killed twice now by the Leshrac is where a lot of this happens.
Yeah.
Because the Jakiro is making movements that he doesn't want to make because the lane isn't going so hot for him. And it's having like a ripple effect. The other lanes are suffering as a result. No one's super happy about how things are going. Fada's going to pick up this Arcane Rune. Sumail trying to make his way to it.
Finish up his Arcane Boots at least.
Yeah. If one of your lanes gets solo killed though, it drags too much attention away from the other lanes. And now everything about mid has been abandoned. And that's why Sumail not immediately nuking it back, because he wants to keep this lane in this area. Force mid one to just jungle. Mid one just picked up boots right now. Only 44 CS to his name. Like he needs...
So why doesn't he want to push it in? Like, why doesn't he want to just push it in and then go rotate?
Because he doesn't want to give this PL immediately a free lane. But once he sees this Tusk here, I think he's going to shove it in and run top. Is the play that I would imagine that he makes. Especially with... And there's no Siege Wagon up at top though. But I think you still make the rotation up top. Here's Sumail. And this time around, they're being a little bit less greedy with like their cores. They're trying to make movements together earlier than they did in the previous games. And Ace should be the target here. They're going to make the
wrap around. Are they going to be able to catch? They managed to get the stun off first. This means Ursa no chance to be able to enrage, and Yapsor has no hope to be able to escape either. 6-3. 5,000 gold lead for Evil Geniuses. They're going to go for this tier 1 tower as well. Now, Fada's already set up.
He's got Arcane Rune too with Ravage.
I'm not sure if they can really do anything with this.
They're going to glyph, but
the tower's going to fall so quickly, and they're still long death timer.
Even if you TP at this point, maybe if EG continues to go, otherwise Fada's movement was just wasted, and look at what's happening at bottom. Arteezy gets more time, he's got his Relic. This greedy Tricore from the side of EG is working out, and Secret is just not playing their customary style.
Oh man, this is going to be a fast Radiance for Arteezy with all this free time that he's been given. Fortunately, Fada does not get found.
arcane mystery.
Puppy trying to get his level 6 at mid.
YapzOr's death mattered a lot there too. He's over leveled as a support.
Yeah. Rather surprised when I saw he was level 7.
And he was level 6 in 9 minutes, which is great and all, but it's still, you're still a Jakiro.
Yeah. Checking into the Roshan pit. That's a big advantage of the Furia. Normally we talk about like vision scouting and being able to pressure side lanes and towers, but here against an Ursa, being able to have that routine vision inside the pit really help. Stymie Team Secret's opportunity for a comeback. You've always said Ursa lineup super reliant on being able to get that Aegis.
Top YapzOr. Using the liquid fire. Probably going to take this tower. And I think Sumail is up here for a reason.
Going to be able to catch him here. The Dragon Tail going to lead things off. Follow-up stun. And if he gets off the blast, oh, they're going to deny the tower. No, he actually got it.
YapzOr.
Oh, cheeky Fear tried to turn around in the middle of that engagement and go for the deny, but it just wasn't enough damage, and it was the burning liquid fire, that thing, that got the bounty on the tower.
Still.
Thank you, Scriff.
4K gold. They need to make more plays right now on this map. Getting the tower is a good first start. He's got the Veil. You got to transition into something. Like Secret are killers.
Well, they have this Blink Dagger on Ace. The problem is that they have no supports with him right now.
He's going to get amped up too. It's not how he wanted to start this.
Bold and sweet.
Trying to make a play on Arteezy, I think. But Arteezy's going to get the Radiance at 14 minutes, has not been slowed down whatsoever.
Yeah.
He's even going to hop in a crit, and they're going to make a play happen off of this. It is now EG that is playing very, very fast.
Holy cows, that's the Radiance and a Yule Scepter?
This is cool. Like, when they played against Pain, it felt like they were never willing to group up. Same
Yeah.
against VP. But this time around against Secret, they're the ones always making the first move. Crit.
I guess it's easy to group when you're this far ahead, right?
Yeah.
You have an advantage, you want to ensure it by not allowing any pickoffs.
Oh, they're going to Rosh themselves, taking away the Rosh from an Ursa lineup.
Yep. So this will kind of limit, even if Secret do manage to get that pick off and they're like, okay, now we can go do the Rosh, like that objective just won't even be there.
Leshrac is just put on top. If you look at Secret, they are now the ones split up because I think they don't feel comfortable taking the fight. There's no way they know about this Roshan though.
They're just too scared. Their positioning is too passive to be able to get an idea about Roshan, so it is taken for free by Evil Geniuses, given to Arteezy. Crit may not have the Blink Dagger, but he does have maxed out Sprint, so especially in the river, he's going to be zooming. Going to be a fitting vehicle, at least for now, for Arteezy. See if you can set this up in the bottom lane.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Ace is going to reveal him here. They are going to be able to get the Corrosive Haze. The follow-up's done after the Enrage out. Ace going to be slowed down. He just goes to the TP out, and that's pretty smart. But oh my goodness. Oh, he still died. What? Oh, he died inside of the fountain from what? Apparently it was just that split-second TP at the same time.
Wow.
Because there's no Orb of Venom or anything like that, so.
This Ursa is just getting picked apart.
Rough.
They're really content to farm.
Fortune.
Previous time I saw Secret have these cores, they were so aggressive on the map, but I think YapzOr playing the Jakiro and Puppy playing the Tusk, they're just not really able to make plays like they normally do. And as a result, they're just getting split up around the map. You notice that Fear, uncontested, just hitting a tier 2 tower up at top while the rest of EG shows at bottom. If you're Secret, you've got to choose somewhere to go right now. You're just giving up way too much on the field right now.
But you don't really want to go into the Aegis lane. And that's the Lifestealer pressuring bottom lane. So instead, they're going to try for top, go for the snowball onto Fear, but he already blinked out. The snowball is going to roll through Sumail, so he's going to miss that stun. He's going to try and slow down Ace as much as possible. You'll Scepter will buy him a little bit of time, and he'll kill Puppey. But there's going to be an Ice Path and Micropire onto Sumail. So he, oh no, he actually still gets the Ursa kill.
Oh, that is disastrous. And two heroes make their way up. Mid one is trying to do what he can at bottom lane. Has a hood to try to deal with all this magic damage that they can put out on the side of EG. Ready going for the tier 2 tower at bottom. Maybe mid one can hold this at least temporarily. He's trying to drag back some of these creeps with his illusions. You look at it, Fada with the Blink Dagger, early pickup. He wants to try to force fights with this.
Yeah.
Normally you see Tidehunters go for a tankier variation of a build, but I think in this game he realizes they're just getting out-greeted right now.
Yeah. A different game, he would have gone Hood against a Leshrac and
Yes.
Vixen for a pipe, but nobody's able to make plays for Secret, so he's got to step in, fill that role as a Tidehunter. Not the comfiest role, but Jesus, look at the guy go.
700.
Seize a fort.
Okay, sure.
Cruising.
So right now, if you're a Secret fan, you're just waiting for
A
Secret
mistake.
to be given a fight.
Macropire.
The worst thing I think EG could do right now is go for the straight up 5-van and enable Fada to get like this huge Ravage for them to get the turnaround. What EG does best, I think, is they split the map as much as possible and go for like the strategic bubs.
But if they're only 3-man here, it could be a nasty engagement. The Ursa's going to try and TP in Sumail, thinking, okay, this is going to be a free stun, but surprise, here comes the Ravage. Now the snowball
Nice
follow-up.
Ravage.
They're just going to control Sumail to the bitter end. He managed to get off the Yule Scepter. Maybe he hits a stun as he dies, but not even that much. Just a lightning bolt. He's down for 50 seconds. Good gank by Secret. And mid one's even fighting back against Arteezy right now, thanks to a double damage rune. He's going to have to pop his rage. Oh, no,
Misery is
Misery.
so
Why'd you
dead.
TP in here? He's going to have to Sprout, TP out, but Puppey just needs vision, be able to get the snowball. That's a second kill for Team Secret.
This is exactly what they needed. Now they're trying to pick up some kills. Ace with the very nice bait. They thought that Ace was alone for sure there. Sumail was trying to set up for a kill, but the Ravage, the first one of the game, is popped. But Blink Dagger is completed now by Crit, so he can start to make his own moves. Mid one though.
That makes that whole entire vehicle a lot more dangerous.
Yeah.
Because
Mid one's getting...
maybe mid one isn't fast enough to doppelganger dodge the stun. He
Yeah.
could just get blown up instantly.
He's getting closer to his defusal though.
Yeah.
Then they can take some fights. You're just going for BKB. Fear's had a very good game so far, 4-0 and 3. Cheesy though.
Okay, they're going to run into
Got
Arteezy.
the
He
Aegis.
does still have the Aegis. Maybe it's about to run out. They're going to try and get the kill on Puppey here, slowing him down with the open wounds. Arteezy just
creeps!
lays into him. Oh no, they actually
neutrals.
snagged the Venom Lancer! Oh no, he went
The
into the ancient
neutrals.
camp. Those damn neutrals.
Neutrals my ass.
They are definitely
NA
bleeding
bias.
blue. Unbelievable,
Those
Ice
NA bias neutrals. Alright, they're gonna grab a tier 2 out of this, and they might even go for more because they know that Ravage is down. And with the
Somebody-
PL for dead for 35 with no buyback, I think you might be just go high ground here.
Somebody Photoshop a EG jersey on that Prowler Shaman.
Oh,
All right, EG just go high ground 20 minutes in, and they've got a Leshrac. So the Diabolic Edict is actually doing really good work to this tower. It's down to half HP. Sumail's going to be slowed down pretty heavily. Good Ice Shard block this time by Puppey. He needs some help. Crit is actually going to intercept. Nice 3-man stun. Follow-up stun onto the Tusk. They'll focus him down. Ice Path stalls things a little bit, but not enough for Secret to be able to venture outside of their base. Now, the Phantom Lancer's about to come back up. Fada is working towards that Ravage as well. Jump forward from Ace, gonna go for Sumail once again, but there is gonna be
1 second for the Ravage.
Get the stun out. Here comes the Ravage. Nailed them. All of them get hit by a big time Ravage. Arteezy, the only one to be able to survive through that one, thanks to the Rage. Ice Path, though, controls him as he goes for mid one, giving him the time to be able to doppelganger out and remove that corrosive haze. Now Arteezy's gonna die. Follow up from this. Fear, he's gonna be cleaned up as well. Has no real escape out of this one, and all Secret turned things around in a massive way.
and even though the Ravage doesn't really connect there, they were able to hold things out for just long enough. EG overcommits. That's going to be a great fight for Secret.
Yeah, you trade 3 for 3, you don't care.
Yeah, that-
2,300 gold. All right, Sumail's just gonna find a kill on a Puppey here. No snowball.
Still, the gold lead is cut. in half. They lost 2 cores. They did do quite a bit of damage to that bottom tower, but just a little bit of over-aggression.
All fears fading.
As they thought the high ground attempt was there, but Fada waited things out for just the perfect moment. Got the Ravage off on everyone, more or less, aside from the Lifestealer, and they're going to grab the tier 1 tower at bottom. The result of that move, mid 1 is pretty rich now. Scarily so.
Fuse Blade and Hood protecting against the Leshrac.
He just needs more health though, and the movement's going to be made towards bottom. Arteezy trying to get past him right
running
now.
in, just trying to get any damage, forcing out a doppelganger, and the breathe fire's going to go down. Now mid 1 in the back line. They actually find the Jakiro. They're going to kill him first, but they spotted the real mid 1 here as he tries to run himself away, slowing down. Great ice path from YapzOr as he dies, but it looks like mid 1's still going to be caught here. Tries to juke a little bit, but the real one is so quickly found.
They're gonna go bottom again.
AoE damage, and Evil Geniuses, yeah, as they absolutely should, right? Ravage was used. It was the only reason that Secret was able to win that last team fight anyway. 40 seconds for Evil Geniuses to go high ground.
You do have buyback on both these heroes, and they might have to commit it. Because without Ravage for another 35, it does align with their respawns, but it's not going to matter as the Jakiro instantly goes for the buyback.
Double damage.
EG, we'll see if they can take this tier 3, and if they do actually take it, if they stick around for more. Ace just picked up the Aghanim Scepter. Jump in, they're going to try and blow up
YapzOr's buyback.
Just get away, as they know he's going to be down for a full minute. Now Ace, he did pick up the Aghanim Scepter, but in the back line, Puppey just went in, actually got Fear blinking down the low ground, so Puppey's going to be stuck out. Ace has nowhere to be able to run to either. Leshrac just brings him down. They're actually dead for 50 seconds on 2 of these heroes. They did not buy back on mid 1 and still tried to contest Evil Geniuses for that push, and now, well, they're really screwed. Fortunately, the tier 2 towers are still up, so Evil Geniuses are not going to be able to just simply go for a second lane of racks right away.
Yeah, they would love to in this position, and Arteezy's going to skip the top wave, take that out. And Secret with some confusing decision-making. YapzOr just instantly gets blown up, doesn't have the buyback now, is dead for quite some time. They committed without the Ravage, they committed without the PL buyback, just getting a little bit too over-eager, trying to do too much with way too little. And now that's going to be a BKB on the Dragon Knight. More items flying in on the side of EG. Everyone rich now. Misery, 2,700 gold on him. Arteezy's almost got the AC crit, almost has a Yule Scepter.
The seeds of fortune.
And Secret, they've got to be more careful than that. These fights look so disorganized from this. This is not the type of Secret that we're used to seeing.
Well, they have the Ravage back up. Samael is actually going to try and get a Blink Dagger of his own. With the 12,000 gold lead, Evil Geniuses have plenty of items that they can get. It's going to be an AC for Arteezy, for example, just increasing the amount of physical damage they can do thanks to the Corrosive Ace and minus armor combination.
Yeah. Next Roshan, I think, is going to determine a lot of it. This is going to be Secret. If there is a way for them back into this game, the Jakiro is very good at fighting around that area. The Tidehunter with his Ravage. The isolated fights where you're not just looking for the pickoffs. Like, you need a big fight if you're Secret to try to get back in. And that's what they're looking for right now. Both teams smoked up.
Okay, this is kind of smart. They have right now Fada pushing in mid, and Secret are going to connect to him with their 4-man smoke up.
EG going to have the high ground though, YapzOr.
It's tough for Secret to be able to play into this one, but
they're going to go all the way
they've
around.
actually just forfeited that high ground. Secret don't know about it though.
They're going to go all the way around. They should know about this Tide being connected with the rest of his team. YapzOr going to try to break the smoke.
He does break it successfully now. Let's see if he can actually get out. They spot him for a second. Crit. Is he going to blink on it? Yeah, he's just going to go for that kill. Yule Scepter actually going out there. Samel
They're all committing to the Rosh
to be able to get the stun. Mid one pops out of the Roshan pit, trying to help out Puppey. You managed to get the snowball down for the time being. Roshan is not nearly low enough for make that kind of commitment.
He's got the Ravage.
Going to try it. They managed to get the Ravage out. Roshan is going to be dying here. And Aegis, it's on the ground. Arteezy picked it up. Oh no!
No!
Secret, they just lost this fight in a bad way. They've blown the Ravage just to be able to secure that one, but a huge stun comes out, and now it's just a question of whether or not mid one can survive. He's got the Corrosive Ace on him, does manage to get rid of it with the Doppelganger, trying to run a fake illusion away, but they're just going to kill this quote-unquote illusion, which is actually the real mid one hero.
They're going to transition this into the top push with nothing left in the tank from Secret and the Aegis. They needed that Aegis pickup so bad, they committed so much for it, and EG even got the last hit on it.
Yeah, I saw that. It was not a snatch.
That was not a snatch. They got the last hit. Puppy
Yeah,
gonna go
Puppy's
down
dead
again.
as well. Jeez.
The 7th death in the game. They're gonna call it, and it was indeed a one-sided game, but not from the team that a lot of people would have expected.
No, we definitely went into this. I thought this was going to be like, I was like, after that Mineski VP, I was like,
Yeah.
EG may just suffer the same fate here. But Team Secret dropping the ball here in this best of one against Evil Geniuses.
I think a lot of this comes down to the mid matchup.